Hey guys, so today we're going to work on the 03 Cobra that I just painted recently. We're going to polish the exhaust, put a lowering kit on it, switch the K-member out to see if that wheel will line up afterwards, and put the shallow IRS bolts in, and then the new wheels. So the car is going to look totally different. I'm also trying to get my tint guy here to tint it, so we'll see how that goes. But he's really busy. Well, that's not for sure, but let's try to get all that stuff done in this video. If it works out, the car is gonna look so different. So let's dig into it. Well guys, like I said earlier, I was gonna polish the exhaust all the way in my first video about this car. So I took it off and I'm just gonna start polishing it. Now that the car is painted and really nice, I'm just finishing up all the small details that I wanted. So the tips are pretty nice, but then we polished that somewhat. They used to look like that. So now we're just gonna finish that so it looks like the tips, better than the tips, and try to go all the way to the front, at least to the mufflers. We'll see how much time we have, but we're gonna get those polished up like a mirror. And then I think I'm gonna drop the IRS and powder coat those brackets that look kind of crusty and have some surface rust. We're just gonna drop everything, strip the IRS completely to the bare shell or frame, whatever you wanna call it, and then powder coat that, probably polish the drive shaft. And then you can't powder coat these because there's rubber in there and they're not supposed to come apart. So I'll strip this down and paint it gloss black. And then the sway bar up front, I already have one powder coated black with the brackets. So we're gonna bolt that on. Switch the K-member out because this one I think is bent, plus it's ugly spray paint. So we're gonna switch that out with the factory one that's not all nasty. And we'll see what it turns out like. So let's dig into it. As you can see the difference, big difference. A lot of work, so worth it. If you still have the IRS, you gotta polish these, otherwise they look stupid. All right guys, we got 1.5 done. That one I might call good, I don't know, it depends how much time I have left at the end of the week. This is pretty polished, muffler's polished, but I should touch this up in the front. I didn't really do. Started this one. Still need to polish it, but looking way better than it was for sure. Well, it's Saturday. My buddy Steven's coming over with his 18-inch ABS wheels, and we're gonna buy them. So can't wait to see them on the car. I know it's gonna need to be lowered to look good, but we're just gonna throw them on for today, see how good a condition they are, and hopefully I buy them. Pretty sure I'll buy them because he said that they're really nice. He used to take really good care of them. So let's go check them out. He's here and they do look very clean. So I'm very pleased. Let's unload them and check them out. Well, here they are. I was gonna put them on yesterday when he brought them out here. Trust me, I was pretty anxious. They're looking pretty minty like the car. They're so nice. He kept very, very good care of them. Look at them just shine. But anyways, my buddy talked me into fixing the Jeep yesterday, so I fixed the Jeep. My hands were oily when he came here. I was in the middle of putting the heads back on. I didn't want to just stop, clean up, and throw these on. Then it got late when I got done. We had a car meet to go to. So then I just rushed the Jeep, got it done, took the Jeep to the car meet, which you'll see in a different episode. It might be before or after this, I'm not sure. But I'm here on a Sunday. I had to change the oil on my Raptor, so I changed the oil. And now we're finally gonna bolt these on and see how they look. I'm pretty anxious. I mean, a nice new paint job has to have nice new wheels. And look at them babies. So let's bolt them on and see what it looks like. As you can see, even in the air, it looks pretty sweet. One issue, I ordered the low profile bolts, but they're not here yet. And this thing is hitting pretty bad. Right there. So, if you guys always wondered what hits when you do 315s on the bolts, right there. So I'm gonna go down slow. I kept the wheel loose a little bit. You can see it's not all the way on. I'm gonna go down slow just so we can kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to put the other side on first. So let me get the other side on, then we'll look. It looks pretty sweet. He took all the air out of the tires so they wouldn't get weather checked, so they're pretty flat, but I kind of assumed I was gonna have to lower it, and I was right. It looks kind of weird. So I'm gonna put H&R Sport Springs on, the red ones. But I love how it looks. It looks so good. This car's came a long way since the day I got it. And a lot of you will say you like the 17s better or whatever, or ask why I did it. A couple of you have asked why. The 17s looked good on there. They're beefy, but a brand new car with a brand new paint job, you just can't have wheels like this on there. The clear's peeling on. See all the corrosion there? It's just ugly. The back two are the worst, but the front are pretty nice. The front have like no issues on the wheels. So the front two are good. I probably would only had to buy 2 wheels to be honest, but like I said, that's why I changed them. You've seen how nice these things are. Like, they are clean. These are hard to find this clean. These are the AFS 18s, and they are nice. So once we get this baby lowered, we still have to lower it, put the K-member on to get this wheel straight. Like I told you, I think the K-member's bent. And then I was gonna pull the IRS out and powder coat everything, but I'm waiting until I do the full tilt boogie full kit, which is $1,000 or $1,200 or something like that. So I'm gonna wait on that. We have the exhaust over here. I'm still polishing one thing at a time. I have too many projects, but so this is gonna be all shiny. This side is almost done, and this side is getting there, getting close. But I think I'm gonna go all the way up. I'm gonna polish those two just while I'm at it. Get this car as nice as I can. So I have my name on it with the paint job I'll be bringing to shows. I just want it as nice as possible. These did come with Hoosier slicks on it. So we'll probably buy some Toyos for it. Get them off there because I'm probably gonna drive us in rain, and those just aren't good tires for rain. But yeah, hope you like it. I love it. So next is tint for sure too. I don't know how people can drive without tint. I don't know how dark I'm gonna go yet. I'm leaning towards 15% all the way around just because 5's kind of getting old for me. I like to see. So that's where we're at right now. Let me know if you think I should do anything else to it. I'm trying to keep the body overall stock though. And then instead of putting the black inserts in the bumper, I decided to do the outline. So it'll have a black outline instead of the black complete fill-in. Just trying to do something different than I always did to my other one over there. So let me know in the comments what you think of it so far. All right guys, we are almost getting close to mounting it back on. They still aren't perfect. You can see a couple light scratches, but like I said, when I first started doing this, I didn't even think I'd go this far, but then we painted it, and now kind of making it nice. But for being a daily, those light scratches aren't gonna matter. You gotta remember this thing started out like this. So like there's a couple tiny pits, but overall it looks awesome. This is the side we did at first. I'm gonna touch this one up more because I think I went farther with the other one. You can see this isn't really shiny up here. But to give you an idea, the tips I spent pretty good time on last time when we weren't touching this up as much, and now look at the tip. Tip's like yellow compared to the exhaust. So We're gonna do the tip now, get the other side to match this, and then we're gonna bolt it on and see what it looks like. All right, guys, finally got the exhaust done. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like I told you, it's not 100%. The exhaust was pretty rough when I got this car, as you've seen in the previous videos, but she looks way better. Look at that. I clocked them perfect. Driving down the road, it'll look awesome. There's still a few small pits, but overall, turned out frickin' sweet. So back when that was a street car, I did the same thing, but I made it 100% perfect, but the exhaust was almost new when I got it. And I also shaved these down and polished them. They were just like a mirror, just like this. And when I build the IRS, I told you we were gonna do this video, but I didn't order the full tilt boogie kit. So once that gets here, the exhaust comes off again, I might do it, another polish on it just to make it better yet. Every time you do it, it gets better. You just got to spend the time. Obviously, I get bored of it, but every time you do it, it gets easier and easier. But when the IRS is down, I'm going to powder coat the subframe for the IRS, put a diff cover on it, full tilt and boogie full kit, tie rods, pretty much the whole thing except the axles. Might do axles, depends on how good the shop's doing, but we'll see. But man, this car's came a long ways. Look at that. All right, guys. So I ordered the all black vinyl decals for this, but I decided to go with the outline ones. I just think it'll look better. And shout out, they didn't sponsor me or anything, but Bros Graphics Embroidery in Iowa, they're the ones I bought it from off eBay. I had them in like 2 days, so that's what I like. I don't like these companies that sell stuff that they don't have and then you wait for them for like 2 weeks. So shout out to them. So my buddy Joey likes to install stuff dry. I like doing it wet, and the instructions say do it wet, so we're gonna do it wet. So let's see how this goes. I probably should have ordered 2 sets of these because I don't like stickers, but we'll see how it goes.
One eternity later.
There it is. Took about an eternity later, but I told you guys to begin with, I'm not very good at vinyl, but they turned out good. They fit good. So once again, shout out to these guys. Fast shipping, in stock, ready to go. Looks awesome. All right, guys, I got the tool from my buddy to hold the motor up to pull the K-member. This is the K-member from my Terminator convertible, which I'm sure is the exact same because Ford's cheap. So let's get to it and see if it fixes this wheel gap. It sits back a little bit, so let's see what happens. All right, guys, if you ever use one of these, there's not a lot of places to put the chain on. I just loosened up the bridge tower, put them around the long bolts, left this on, but it's pretty tight. Got this pressure on this. So now we're gonna lift up the hoist and we should be able to drop the K-member without the motor falling because that's got tension on it. So we might have to lift this up more. I'm not sure yet, but let's see what happens. In case you're new to the channel, this is the reason why I'm doing it. One of the reasons. The one reason is because the wheels push back, and I think it's something in here. It just looks like it's been hurt. And the other is they painted it and it's uglier than shit. So we're just trying to make it look more factory. And I did look, and there is the convertible holes here where the brace goes on. So the Ford just took the clips out. So it should be the same, which I figured it was. So let's dig into it. All right, guys, we got it started. I got the bolts out. I just wanted to show you. You remember me putting these on that I cleaned up off my convertible also, but we're gonna clean up this too since it's gonna be off, and then we're gonna clean the shocks up so they look a lot better than they are. I wanna keep the factory shocks since we're trying to keep the car somewhat stock. So we're just gonna clean this up. So I wanted to show you before. I'm gonna paint the caliper too. And then when they spray painted the bumper originally, they got overspray in here that I didn't clean off yet. So we're gonna do that too. So I kind of just wanted to show you before what it looks like before I'm done. All right, guys, we got the K-member out. It's pretty easy. I kept the sway bar in right now because I'm holding the rack with it, but overall it wasn't too bad with that thing up there. It's still holding. Engine hasn't fell on my head yet. So we're gonna switch the sway bar out with that one I said I powder coated off my other one. We're gonna switch that out. Here's the old K-member that we just pulled out. Here's my other one. It's got some like undercoat on it, so it looks a little weird, but here's the old control arms and here's the new ones. So let's get them in and then I'll show you what it looks like. Well, guys, I got it all mounted up. I just gotta put the new ball joints in. You can see it looks way, way cleaner. And then it's gonna have the red springs. I'm painting the brake caliper. I don't know if I'm doing silver or black yet. But look at the ball joints that were in this thing, just toast. But yeah, I might do black and then a silver Cobra, or I'm gonna do silver with black Cobra, I'm not sure yet. There's the old K-member and the old sway bar and the old control arms. So it's coming along. I got the overspray off there too. Well, since I have to wait all weekend for the springs, the car is going to be apart. Decided to paint the calipers. My gut instinct said silver with black Cobra, and then I thought with the wheels being chrome, I should do black with silver Cobra. And then my buddy Storm came, and he said he would go silver with black. So, and then I told him that's what I thought at first, and he said do it. So we're going to do paint match silver, Cobra black, and clear it. Doing the brackets too over here. So let's get these sprayed and let them sit over the weekend until the lowering springs show. Well, now that we're going this far with cleaning everything as far as I am, I drilled the spot welds off the dust shields. We're gonna clean these things up. These are cast, so we're gonna clean them up pretty good, put the wheel bearings back on and get it all ready. It's gonna look really good. Well, just pulled up at home. Got a tracking notification today that something arrived. So I figured I'd just show you guys with me. Look at those asses for days. Love seeing that when I get home. But let's check this out. Look at that, right here. Yeah. Darcy Ottoman. Hell yeah, brother. Better open it and see what's in there. All right, guys, I see a lot of box openings or whatever you call them. Some people make videos just about these. So I figured I would do one in this video to see what we got today.
Dad, can I put my pilot?
Yeah. She's gonna help me.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Something heavy in this?
Can you lift it?
I don't know. It's the engine. I haven't gotten it.
Here's what they are. The guy went cheap, I think, because the box is bigger and it's probably cheaper to ship. Is it heavy?
A little bit.
Don't drop it.
This is. It feels like
Oh,
heavy.
it is heavy.
It feels like.
All right, go get that. That's blew away, Letty.
What?
Here they are, our coil springs. We can finally lower the Cobra. The video's been waiting for these.
It's really like my mom's favorite color.
Go get those. The video has been waiting for these. The Cobra's been on the hoist, ready for these for like 5 days now. So we'll get these on and then we'll upload this video for you guys. Well, back at the shop the next day. Let's get this back together so we can get this video out. I'm sure you guys are waiting to see it. These turned out awesome. Those are all done up. Way better than nasty rust everywhere. Had a media blasted. So we got to put these back on again. Ball joints. So it's going to take me a little bit here, but for you guys it's going to be like boom, done. Look at how nice this turned out. I wanted to take a video before I put the brakes on because it covers most of it up, but look at that, so clean. The only thing that's dirty yet is the shock or the strut, but we know that these 0304 Cobras came with these struts and I don't really want to change them out. I'm trying to keep this somewhat factory still. Lowering springs to me doesn't really make it or break it, but you can see how nice everything turned out. So the front of this thing's clean now. So now after this is going to be the back when we powder coat the IRS, and then everything will be clean. I'm going to get a stainless X pipe, clean that up, and then other than that, this thing's pretty nice. So let's get these brakes on and finish this deal and see what it looks like on the ground. Well, here it all is ready to go. Got the brakes bled. You can see how nice it looks. The brake caliper turned out nice too. So let's throw the wheel on and see if it actually fixed the main reason that we did it, to see if we could get rid of that 1 inch difference front to back. Making it pretty was just a plus. We actually did this for a functional reason, because this car was hit pretty good. And the wheel was one inch farther back than the front, if you guys remember. So this is kind of a moment of truth kind of deal to see if it was worth all the time we put into it. Switching the K members and stuff. And obviously we lowered it just to make it look better. We didn't need to do that. So let's see what happens. All right, let's see what she looks like. Look at that, fixed it. That's awesome. So it was worth it. I knew it would fix it. Kind of got lucky, but sometimes you just gotta go with your gut and try something. If it didn't work, at least it still looks good. But it worked out, so I'm happy. The car's happy. But look at that caliper in there. This looks good. Shout out to Storm for getting me to go with my gut instinct on that one. Looks pretty sweet. So let's get the other side back on and lower it. And I'm just gonna throw the rear springs in And then next time you guys see it in a couple seconds, we're actually gonna see what the car looks like lowered on the ground with these new wheels. So let's get to it. Another little thing that I planned on doing, I forgot. I took a trunk mat out of the convertible, just taking more out for weight. I'm gonna go to car shows with this car to show off the paint job. So let's throw this in quick. Should be pretty easy. All you do is drill some holes and throw in some screws. I know a lot of you guys probably have one of these. Some people get them with the weird stuff. They look a little cooler. This one's kind of plain, but go around and do that. It's the same for all of them. It's quite a few of them, so I'm not going to make you sit and wait, but just one more little thing that adds flavor. All right guys, we got the low profile bolts finally in. So now I took the spacers back off, and these AFS wheels, man, they come so close to everything. Look at that. That is tight. We're talking probably a 1/16 of an inch. The bolt's clear now, but up there is so close. Look at that. So I know some of you are probably gonna be mad after watching this long of a video, but I can't pull this outside because it's so windy and I don't want, there's stuff flying outside like crazy, and this video needs to be put out there. So sorry for watching the whole video, not being able to see the final stance, but next video will be worth it, I promise. So I'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe, maybe share it to your buddies, make this channel grow a little bit. And thank you very much for watching. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not that big of a dick. I almost did, but here you guys go. It's not gonna be anything cool. It's 65-mile-an-hour winds, so this is as far out of the shop I'm gonna get. As you can see, it looks way better. I wish my tint guy wasn't so busy. But look at this thing. So nice. If you guys went to my first videos, it's a whole different car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a longer one, but I did a lot in this video, like way more hours than what you'd think. So I'm gonna end it with this one. Actually end it. So let me know what you think of the car so far. It's gonna get 15% tint probably next week or the week after. Let me know what you guys think of the car so far. And thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.